Hi, I'm Shannon with Divine Nature Therapy, and this is the summer season guided audio for meditative exploration at Prairie Park. You can find meditations for each season of the year in this playlist. I'll give a 3-minute introduction, then the guided meditation will start. And feel free to skip to the 3-minute mark if you've heard the introduction before. First, you may want to grab a chair or blanket from your car if you'd like to sit while you explore the prompts. Perhaps grab bug spray, sunblock, or other protection you need to feel safe and relaxed. If you're unsure, you could check out my playlist that has videos about bug safety and how to stay cool in this heat. Or come back another time and to experience this meditation in another way. There's not one exact way to do this. The guided audio is intended to help you connect your bodily experience more deeply with the natural world around you, in ways that feel good to you. Second, choose which direction you'd like to go. If your heart or feet lead you down the sidewalk to the right into these woods, you'll find that within a minute the sidewalk splits and you can take another right to a short loop where you may be able to contemplate amongst the trees in the shade with fewer human distractions. Or if you take a left from this sign, here at the beginning, you'll go east and head toward the prairie flowers. You may find a plethora of native grasses and other wonderful beings to be with. This meditation will work in any place in the park that you choose. Lastly, while you walk to your spot, I'll share just a minute about the gift you're about to receive. The earth is alive and ready to engage with you up to your comfort level. I'll be offering prompts to help you explore your internal and external senses based on aspects of shinrin-yoku, or Japanese forest bathing. The intention and opportunity of the meditation is to come into fuller presence with plants and animals with whom we share the web of life. The prompts help you deepen connection through inquiry into your experience. And if a prompt doesn't fit well for you, you can change it, ignore it, or skip it. It's part of a longer process of forest bathing therapy that's been scientifically researched to reduce symptoms of anxiety, depression, PTSD, chronic widespread pain, and ADHD, and to improve our immune system, mood system, sense of gratitude, motivation, and belonging. More information on the scientific research is available at anft.earth. Our main goal right now isn't to learn more facts about nature, but to develop a reciprocal relationship of mutuality and interbeing. If you're able to sit or stand for 20 minutes in the same area, you may find yourself deepening this awareness. If today you need to keep slowly walking, the meditation may help provide a smaller taste of the experience. So if you haven't found the spot yet where you want to slow down and meditate, you may pause the audio now until you're ready to begin. If you're at the spot where you want to meditate, keep listening with one earbud in and take the other out so you can hear the sounds of nature around you. Now we'll begin the meditation of presencing. We'll begin with the external senses. First, our sense of sight. Letting the eyes gaze around all the life forms here. Perhaps you see 2-legged, 4-legged, 6-legged, or 1-trunked creatures. Perhaps winged ones are fluttering by. And maybe your eyes are drawn to the variety of color, whether they're shades of green and brown in the woods, or yellows and purples in the prairie. We'll let the eyes fall upon whatever delights them. Noticing the abundance of life, both near and far. We'll let the eyes soak up every direction, turning to the north, south, east, and west as you're ready. And also looking above. And below. When you've had a chance to take in the beauty all around you, letting the eyes cascade over edges and lines, curves and colors. We'll let the eyelids close down, either all the way if it feels comfortable, or part way with a soft gaze on the earth beneath us. And we'll let the inner eye look at the direction of inward, letting our attention come to the middle of the body, where the breath is coming in and out. Watching the inhalation, we might watch how the belly, ribs, back expand. Watching the exhalation, we notice the relaxation of intercostal muscles, the slide of tissue and the release. On the inhale, we might sense what it's like to be expanded and stretched from the inside. And what it's like to feel the slow stream of air gliding out on the exhale. In the summer months, we might notice the temperature of the air as it comes in the nose or mouth and down the throat. And the temperature of the air as we exhale, releasing. We might tune in to how this air feels upon the face before we inhale. If it's like a cooling breeze wafting by, whisking away our sweat or heat. Or if it's more like a warm, wet hug, like the lick of a dog, or the spray of the ocean, like a hot, humid Kansas day. We might notice if this air has come from shadow and shade, exhaled by trees or tall beings that create coolness for the body. Or if the air is flowing across sun-filled space, bringing to us the kiss of sunshine, the heat of life. And then we'll come to our sense of smell. Letting the next inhalation be one of full attention. Letting the nostrils occupy all our mind. I wonder if you smell anything floating on the breeze that's familiar. I wonder if you smell anything new. And does the smell have unique strands coming toward the nostrils? A whiff of this, a whiff of that? Or is it like a soup where everything's been cooked together, making one conglomerate smell? And we'll come to our sense of taste. Letting our tongue run along the teeth and gums to find flavors. What food or drink or toothpaste is still lingering here? As the remnant of pieces of earth formed into food that have come in through the portal of the mouth, been chewed and swallowed, and become this body. Tomato arms, spaghetti legs, bean fingers. I wonder what foods are present not only in your mouth but in your whole body, transforming their color and shape into the color and shape of you. And then we'll come to our sense of hearing. Listening for the sounds closest to the body. And listening for sounds farthest from the body. I wonder what the farthest natural sound you can hear is. And what is in the space between you and them. And if we could turn our head toward one side so the ear cups soak up another direction. What might become louder? And turning the head the other direction. What sounds dot the landscape here? And out of all the sounds, perhaps bugs, birds, wind, sound of two-leggeds walking by, or other animals, I'm curious if there's a sound that brings you the most delight. And if you could turn an imaginary volume knob up on that sound, as if your ear cups were pointed right toward that sound. Could we let that delightful sound become the record track in the mind as we enjoy the prairie today? And as we listen to this symphony of sound, you might listen for your instrument adding to the music here. Perhaps you softly exhale or audibly hum. Perhaps you've sneezed or shifted your legs or feet and created a sound wave in this environment that floated on. As you make an intentional sound, a hum, an exhale, a snap, can you imagine who the breeze is carrying this sound to? What ears might be picking up your presence? What noses might be picking up your scent? What creatures have exclaimed, "Oh, another human has arrived"? And if you would like to send sound vibrations with a message today, I invite you to hum or exhale in a way that expresses what you'd like to say to the earth. Like hi, or so good. Or a clap. Way to go in your amazing abundance this season. Or maybe a very quiet thank you. For the vibrations that leave our body will travel on through space to meet another body, animal or plant being. Just like their smells and sounds and sights have reached our bodies. And then we'll shift to our sense of touch. Stretching the arms out in any direction. Letting them unfold like a kite being lifted into the sky. Imagining the sky around these kite arms, lifting, floating, and moving. You might let your arms dance through the air, opening the fingers, feeling the thickness or thinness of this air, the wetness or dryness of this air. Letting the senses of the fingertips pick up the warmth or coolness of this air. And then as the arms relax, we can rest them on the lap with palms up. Letting any breeze sift through the fingers as if water were running through them. Perhaps wiggling the fingers, touching the streams as they go by. And facing the palms toward each other, we'll lift the hands to in front of the heart and hold a ball of air, gently squeezing it by pressing the hands an inch toward one another and back out. And holding this ball of energy, let the hands squeeze more and more until they sense the coming of the other hand. Until the fingers come to touch. And one set of fingers can trail along the palm, feeling the texture of human skin. And comparing it to the back side, the texture of knuckle. And then we might compare that to the texture of forearm hair or hair on the head. And then the eyelash hair. Feeling how our body has made all these different textures of hair and skin. And then letting the hands come to a piece of clothing, sleeves or pant legs, where we can feel the texture of that which protects us. And if you're wearing any jewelry, watches, necklaces, I wonder if you're feeling stones, crystals, or metals from the earth. And if holding a stone, crystal, or metal you might awaken the imagination further to connect with the place that this stone, crystal, or metal came from. Just beneath the earth's surface or deeper down below through layers of rock or soil. How this element once existed in a darker, stiller, quieter place. Perhaps only experiencing a slither of a worm going by, or a shifting of soil or a rock due to water changes. Or maybe the breaking through of roots or other pressures. Wherever this element formerly existed, at some point it was brought up and birthed into the open sky, perhaps polished or altered into a shape. And then brought to your body to be worn on your muscles and bones, a piece of the earth going for a ride on your limbs, with the wind and sun or clouds or rain, with the vibrations of noises all around. You and this little piece of earth from somewhere else have a connection. And then we'll come to our gut sense. We have nerves in the guts, some people call the gut radar. And we'll allow it to sense every direction. You could do this while sitting, or if you'd like to slowly come to standing, keeping the eyes closed if it's safe for you, or having them with a crack open for balance or comfort. You can shift up to standing so that your feet are planted on the earth. And the head is up higher in the sky. And then we'll welcome the gut to guide us in a circle in place, letting the feet step inch by inch on their spot, rotating the whole body 360 degrees. Letting the gut sense every direction. Then you can keep turning until you find the direction that feels the best. When your body says, I like it here, you can pause right there. I wonder what it is that your body is drawn to. If it's something near or far. And then I welcome you to bring a hand to your heart or fingers to the pulse in your neck, holding the heartbeat that the force of life is pulsing through you. And as you feel the heartbeat pushing out blood and oxygen and nutrients, swirling and dancing into corners of the body, through fingers and toes and knees. We might imagine a tree or two nearby that is also pulsing through its vessels, xylem and phloem, up and down and through water and nutrients, carbon dioxide. That we are all pulsing these gifts of life. And that there's a force within each of us. Continuing to move and grow. Move and grow. Seeking, experiencing. I wonder what it is your life force is seeking, what it hopes to experience. And resting the hands in a moment from now, not quite yet, but in a little bit from now, we will fully reopen the eyes. And when you do, I invite you to consider that whatever being you're looking at is also looking at you. So when you're ready, you can fully reopen a sense of sight. This concludes our meditation of presencing. And in forest and prairie therapy, we like to reflect with the question, what are you noticing? And that can be, what are you noticing around you, externally, in the landscape? Or what are you noticing inside of you? Shifting thoughts or feelings from before you began the meditation to now. And if you'd like, you're welcome to join the community by posting a comment about what you notice in your experience. Or you're welcome to continue with a couple more prompts, the next steps in shinrin-yoku. After the present scene meditation, we usually ask, what is in motion? Could you spend the next 5 to 10 minutes wandering in any direction that your heart or feet lead you, holding that question, what's in motion? You might like to pause this audio recording to set a timer on your phone for 5 to 10 minutes so that you can truly sink in to present moment awareness. What's in motion right here? And then come back. Welcome back. If you've been practicing what's in motion, I'd love to hear, what are you noticing outside of you and inside of you as you move slowly through the ecosystem, noticing motion? What is it like for you to observe and connect in this way? And if you'd like another prompt, I wonder if you might spend the next 5 to 10 minutes again wandering slowly in any direction. Observing the shapes of leaves here and there. What forms and expressions do each plant make in the shapes of their leaves? Could you imagine tracing them? Could you imagine being an insect crawling along them? Could you imagine being a drop of rain falling into them? How do the shapes of leaves here play with sunlight and water and critters? How are their bases connected to the stem? How are they like fingers reaching out from their legs? You might set the timer on your phone again for 5 to 10 minutes, perhaps pausing this audio so you can tune in deeply. When we actually give ourselves time to slow down and pay attention, we heal. And whether you've had 1 minute or 10 minutes to notice the shapes of leaves, I'm curious. How does it make you feel alive? You're welcome to drop a comment here or to message me at divinenaturetherapy.com about your experience. And if you'd like to keep continuing your adventure in Prairie Park, exploring the different nature here, engaging your senses and the life around you, you might find that your own questions arise, your own invitations to get close and curious about the burgeoning life. You're also welcome to return to this meditative practice another day using the same audio in a different spot or the same spot. Every time we tune in, there's new weather and creatures, new feelings and thoughts that we bring to nature that can interact for healing. Thank you for joining me and many others in our endeavor to rematriate our bodies with the land and to know our fellow community more deeply. We wish you well.